if the face sometimes did something like this, where it still needs to be I'm trying to think about how I do this. Basically having the eye right here, an eye right here, still the head part there, and then kind of like, I know I did that quick, it might be weird, but you know. So like there's a part of me that wants to, like in general, make Joe's head face just a little bit more forward. And so it's been something I've been debating for a few weeks now, as I've been drawing some of these traits on stream and off stream. So I like how you guys you're watching me kind of problem solve this live. You know, because I also kind of get reactions from you all right away, which I like. Interesting. So like there's a chance that now I've just changed what the Joe collection kind of looks like, because like with just having both eyes just makes for so, like, it just opens the door to so many more possibilities, whereas I think with the one eye it's very limiting. It almost feels like why can't I say this word? Like Egyptian illustrations, like hieroglyphic. Yeah, it's like a tongue twister for me right now. I can't say it. Let's complete this hieroglyphics. For some reason, I could not get the glyphics part out. Anyways, you all knew what I meant. You can't do a winking Joe with one eye. See, exactly. Like, so I'm gonna experiment here. See, this is looking so much cuter. We might be doing some character development on this stream, and I didn't even realize it. There might be some slight changes to Joe now. So this Joe is looking cute. The line weights are a little off because I shrank it. So let's play around with this now. So what I was gonna sort of sketch up earlier was like, the reason I really like Joe looking this way and the face being smaller is like, I want to make sure that there's gaps here, here, and here. So like, I really like the negative space there because it allows for more opportunities to do stuff. I like that facing forward now with everyone else in the cat universe so far. Yeah, I agree. The only one I might be fine with still facing to the side is Artie, because he's kind of like a bad boy. He's always angry looking, so it kind of like fits into his personality. I wonder what the difference on the right eye would be with the pupil touching the nose versus not. Yeah, I agree. Maybe let's try that. I mean, that might be the move, because like the more you see of both eyes, just the easier it is to do some of these traits. Because I said it at the beginning of Cool Cats on many Twitter spaces that to me, I felt like what just made the cats different were the face traits. I think having very expressive face traits just make for wildly different feeling characters. And so with just one eye and a beak, there's not much I can do. With both eyes being there, it's a lot easier to see. I think we can all agree that this Joe looks better. It just makes more sense to like see both eyes, and it's technically the same Joe, but now we've just sort of like pivoted. So we have that. Let's do the beanie. Without the head trait. Without that. It's like that even works. I think we just have to, I have to kind of structure how some of the traits look now that we have two eyes. Because now that we have two eyes, instead of it being so, let me bring out the sketch. Instead of it being so heavy like right here, I think we now have like this to work with. I'm just curious. So the main reason the head is this small, just so you know, and to bring out the sketchbook again, is like with the head traits, I want to make sure that there is this like negative space up here, because like, you know, with the feathers going up like this, like even with the feathers going like this or any head trait, I still really want there to be like a good amount of like negative space, you know, like the blue is where I'm kind of like showing you the negative space. Like I don't want it to touch the circle. I think that the head size going up does look good. Makes it look more cartoony, but let's just do a little bit more fine tuning. Okay. And what I like about it is that, you know, we've been using this version of Joe in all different places, and kind of what we did today doesn't really go against that. We're just sort of like, yeah. It's just crazy. I'm glad we got to capture this moment on stream. Yeah, this is definitely a much better Joe. I even like that I've kind of incorporated the line breaks back into Joe. That's nice. I like that it's not touching the eye. Yeah, this is the Joe. Let's Joe. But I want to make sure it's all the same line weight, because we've like adjusted scales and stuff. I want to make sure it's all the same line weight, and just to like fix some very minor things. So I might get oddly quiet because I'm like in focus mode, but here we go. Is it hard to do face show with having a beak? Yes, actually, I would say the beak is the hardest, is now the most difficult part. And then second to that, what am I doing? Here we go. Second to that are when you use large eyes, it makes some of the head traits a little more difficult. But I think we'll easily be able to solve for that. Do you have a plan for collection size, price? Yes. Yes. That's all I'll say right now. But yes, we have a plan for all of this. I think I said this a little earlier on stream. We're even kind of reevaluating some of what we were planning, because when we first announced that Joe was coming out, I think the community as a whole had a lot to say about that, and valid points too. So we're just making sure, you know, we do it correctly, and we just want to make sure we don't rush into it either. So yeah. Let's see. Ooh, clean. Okay. Biggest thing for me is that I don't want oversaturate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's this tricky thing between, you know, the space is growing, and there's a lot of people who would like to get in, and then there's also keeping the current collection valued. So, you know, I think we have some interesting things to that is the balance to both of those ideas. But, you know, even then, I think we're still going to look at some different options. Or, and I said it previously, you know, we're getting a lot of new people on the team as we speak, and it's always interesting to see what new people have to say. It just brings new perspectives. How long have you been drawing for? So I've been drawing for, I mean, forever, really. And what really got me into drawing was, my brother. He was just 6 years older than me and also an artist. And I got to like kind of learn from him. But then what I learned from him was like he was drawing Dragon Ball Z characters and like Link from Zelda, and things like that. And Calvin and Hobbes, actually, he drew a lot of Calvin and Hobbes and then had his own character. And so I kind of followed the same suit, and I would just trace characters constantly at a young age, and then even try to draw them on my own. And for me, I think that's what kind of helped with me getting better, was you were learning from people who have already figured it out. And you're just tracing what they're doing, and by tracing, you end up learning those little techniques. So I always think there's value in tracing things. But then you have to create your own character, and that's the new challenge. So we got the orange, and I'm wondering, let's see. What does purple look like? Purple's cute. Joe Exotic? Yeah. Let's see what Joe Exotic. Oh, definitely purple. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think I like purple. And because I do have to wrap this up because my alarm did go off. Let's Joe! Okay. Yeah, this was fun. I'll catch you all later and hope you have an amazing day. See you guys.